Hello guys! Welcome to Psychology of Freedom. Ngayon pag-uusapan natin all about boundaries. Lagi ko itong nababanggit. Mag-set ka ng boundary, maging firm ka sa boundary mo, i-communicate mo yung boundary mo. Pero, ano ba talagang ibig sabihin ng boundaries? Simple lang. Kung ano yung okay sa'yo, at kung ano yung hindi okay sa'yo. As simple as that. Kung ano yung hindi pwedeng i-cross, at kung ano yung okay lang na makross ng ibang tao. So, iba-iba yan. Iba-iba tayo ng boundaries. Iba-iba rin kasi tayo ng sensitivities. Iba-iba tayo ng values. Pwedeng, halimbawa, okay lang sa'yo na may nag-iingay, nagchichikahan habang natutulog ka kasi hindi ka naman talaga nagigising, hindi ka naiistorbo. Pero for some, konting ingay lang, nagigising sila, naiistorbo. So, it's probably not okay with them. Another example, pwedeng okay lang sa'yo na yung friends mo malate ng konti, pero for some, dahil busy sila, it's probably not okay with them. May issue sila pagka may nalilate na tao. Parang feeling nila hindi binibigyan ng importansya yung time nila. So, it's different for everyone. It's different for every individual. Kung ano yung okay sa'yo, might not be okay with other people and vice versa. So, we cannot think na yung boundaries natin is same sa boundaries ng ibang tao. Kaya nga, 'di ba, kailangan kino-communicate natin yung boundaries natin kasi hindi naman 'yan mahuhulaan ng ibang tao. Hindi naman nila mahuhulaan kung saan ka sensitive, kung ano yung iniisip mo, kung ano yung nararamdaman mo. 'Di ba? Kaya nga 'di ba nagugulat tayo, ay, na-offend ko pala siya, hindi ko alam. Kasi what you're saying is probably okay with you pero it's not okay for that person. And minsan nagugulat din tayo bakit hindi nila alam na ba't hindi nila alam na na-offend tayo kasi what they're saying is probably okay with them but might not be okay with you. So, ganyan ang boundaries. And hindi naman lahat hirap mag-set ng boundaries. Mas mahirap lang siya, especially dun sa mga certain types of people like yung mga empath. Kasi naturally sensitive sila, naturally self-sacrificing sila. So, it's harder for them to prioritize their own needs kasi sanay sila na pinaprioritize yung needs ng iba. So, para mas maintindihan natin yung boundaries, I'll give you more examples. Halimbawa, yung friend mo nagyaya na sabi, gala tayo sa birthday ni ganito, ganyan. Pero ikaw, galing kang night shift, wala kang tulog, wala kang pahinga, you don't feel okay. So, you're comfortable with saying no. That is telling them na importante sa akin yung tulog ko, yung pahinga ko. So, for now, it's a no. So, parang pinaparating mo sa kanila na binavalue mo yung tulog mo and hindi okay sa'yo na i-sacrifice mo yung tulog mo or yung health mo. And now, some might say na ang pagsiset ng boundaries ay pagiging selfish yan, sarili mo lang iniisip mo. Guess what? Pag sinacrifice mo yung sarili mo over and over again, ano nangyayari? Eventually, nagkakaroon ka ng resentment, nagkakaroon ka ng bitterness, nagiging bitter ka, di ba? Bakit ako, kahit puyat ako, sumama ko, pero sila? Bakit ako, ganito ginagawa ko, pero sila? Di ba? You enter victimhood. You enter victim mindset. So, setting boundaries is not about being selfish. It's about taking care of your own needs. Di ba? Hindi mo nahihintayin na pahalagahan ng ibang tao yung tulog mo. Ikaw na mismo yung magpa-prioritize ng tulog mo or ng health mo. 'Di ba? You don't wait for other people. Also, baka isipin din natin na ang pagsiset ng boundaries, kailangan valid lang yung reason. Like for example, yung example ko kanina about health. Boundaries has nothing to do with whether people agree with you or not. Whether people agree with your boundary or not. It's about knowing what you need and taking care of that need. 'Di ba? Marami tayong needs. Isa lang dun yung physical. Meron din tayong psychological needs, meron tayong emotional needs, meron tayong mental, meron tayong spiritual, 'di ba? So, let me give you an example naman ng emotional need or psychological need. Halimbawa, katulad kanina, niyaya ka ng friends mo na gumala, pumunta somewhere, and then sinama nila yung taong nagkaroon ka ng conflict for long periods of time, deep yung conflict nyo, napatawad nyo na isa't isa, pero you're still not comfortable sharing the space or sharing the same space with that person. You have every right to say no. Kasi protecting your peace and your energy is part of setting boundaries. 'Di ba? Under yan ng psychological or emotional needs. Halimbawa, pag hindi ka pa totally okay. 'Di ba? So, those are examples of boundaries. And by the way, hindi lang sa friends nag-a-apply yung boundaries, sa lahat yan. Whether coworker mo pa yan, sa boss mo, sa family mo, sa parents mo, sa anak mo, sa gadgets, sa social media, sa pagkain, 'di ba? Sa toxic situation, yan. Lahat yan nag-a-apply yung boundaries. Let me give you an example naman pagdating sa family. Halimbawa, yung asawa mo or yung anak mo, 'di ba? Hindi marunong maghugas ng pinagkainan or ng pinggan nila. So kahit anong pagsasabi mo, kahit anong pagre-remind mo, wala. Pagkakain, tabi diyan. Bahala na si Batman dun sa mga hugasin na 'yan. So ganito ang pagse-set ng boundary. Either huhugasan mo lang yung ginamit mo at wag mong huhugasan yung ginamit nilang mga plates, and be okay with having a dirty kitchen or a dirty sink. Or itago mo lahat ng mga babasagin na pinggan, ilak mo, tapos palitan mo ng mga paper plates, mga disposable na spoon and fork. You might think na masyado namang radical yan, masyado namang harsh, parang that's too much. Pero that's actually better than complaining all the time. That's actually better than blaming and pointing fingers all the time. Mas mabuti na yon kaysa lagi kang galit sa anak mo or sa asawa mo. Alam mo yon, yung lagi kang nandun sa low vibrational frequency, na lagi kang galit, lagi kang distracted, wala kang peace of mind, na-interrupt yung ginagawa mo. 'Di ba? Sabi ko nga, you don't wait for other people to take care of you. Ikaw mismo ang mag-aalaga sa sarili mo, kasi if you wait for other people, you might wait forever. So, ganyan ang pagsiset ng boundaries. Pero may catch dito. Pwedeng ma-mistake natin na yung ginagawa natin is a boundary, pero hindi naman pala. So, let me help you differentiate kung ano yung boundary sa hindi. Halimbawa, kapag sinabi mong, ay hindi ako nag-engage sa usapan na feeling ko, naiinsulto ko, kaya pag tuloy-tuloy lang yan, aalis na lang ako. That's a healthy boundary. Pero pag sinabi mong, wag mo akong kausapin ng ganyan, matuto kang rumispeto, ganyan-ganyan. That's not a boundary. That's a blind reaction na galing probably sa childhood wounds mo na hindi pa na-process. So, ano pa example? Halimbawa, kailangan ko ng quiet time ngayon, so kung magpapatugtog ka ng malakas, alis na lang ako. Versus, huwag ka mag-ingay, wala ka talagang konsiderasyon. So, see the difference sa energy. Yung pangalawa, hindi siya boundary. That's about being controlling kasi na-trigger yung anxiety mo. 'Di ba? Another example, ay, hindi ako komportable na i-share yung information na yan. So, I'll decline. Healthy boundary yan. Versus, irespeto mo yung privacy ko. Wala kang respeto. Diba? See the difference? Ang totoong boundary, nanggagaling from a neutral place. From an emotionally stable place. Pag triggered ka, pag emotionally charged ka, hindi yan boundary. And malamang kailangan mo yan i-process because malamang nanggagaling yan sa past trauma mo. Hindi sa present situation mo. Or, halimbawa, pwede rin naman kasing biological, di ba, na puyat ka, hindi ka okay physically, di ba? So, that's why you need to process. So, if you notice, dito sa mga examples natin, ang totoong boundary has nothing to do with the other person. Ang totoong boundary, hindi siya yung tipong kokontrolin mo yung behavior ng ibang tao para maging okay ka. Kasi we all know that's a losing battle. You cannot control other people. You cannot change other people. It's more about controlling your own behavior and kung paano ka mag-respond. 'Di ba? Pero, syempre, mahirap siyang gawin. It takes practice and you only get better over time. So, let's go naman dun sa kung bakit hindi tayo marunong mag-set ng boundary. Again, dahil yan sa conditioning natin, Bata pa lang tayo, nako-cross na yung boundaries natin, 'di ba? Kapag sinisigawan tayo, pinapalo, pinapahiya, or ginagawa yung mga bagay sa ayaw at sa gusto natin, we're forced to do it, 'di ba? Kasi anong kino-communicate ng mga yon sa atin? Na yung needs natin hindi importante, na yung feelings natin hindi importante, na yung physical space natin hindi nagma-matter. Kaya yun na yung naging tape sa mind natin. Kaya hirap tayong mag-set ng boundaries. Wala tayong self-worth. And also, nagpe-play din ng role ang culture, 'di ba? Kasi condition tayo ng culture na to be a good person, kailangan i-sacrifice mo yung sarili mo, 'di ba? And dahil hindi tayo marunong mag-set ng boundaries, nagkakaroon tayo ng dysfunctional na relationship, na dynamics with other people and with ourselves. Pero paano ba tayo matututo mag-set ng boundaries? Una, listen to what you feel. Alam natin sa sarili natin, 'di ba? If something is not right, parang may gumugulo sa atin, wala tayong peace. 'Di ba? The problem is we're not trained to listen to ourselves. Yung feelings natin, messenger 'yan. It's trying to communicate with you something. Kaya kinukuha niya yung attention mo. It's either kino-communicate niya na triggered ka, kailangan mong i-process, kailangan mong i-heal yung past trauma mo, or kino-communicate niya na you're probably not okay with something and kailangan mong mag-speak up or kailangan mong mag-set ng boundaries. Yan. Pangalawa, after mo ma-figure out saang part kailangan mong mag-set ng boundary, syempre, i-enforce mo yung boundary na yon. Iko-communicate mo yung boundary na yon. And anong pumipigil sa atin from doing this? 'Di ba? Yung fear. Fear of being rejected, fear na may magalit sa'yo, mawala yung harmony, fear na maging masama yung tingin sa'yo, 'di ba? So, kailangan mo ding i-address yung fear mo kasi that's part of setting boundaries. Are you coming out of fear or are you authentic with your boundary? Pangatlo, kailangan mong maging firm. Sabi nga nila, 'di ba? Worse than no boundary is a loose boundary. Kasi mixed signals yung binibigay mo. Sabi mo, non-negotiable ang physical violence and aalis ka kapag naulit. Pero, dahil nag-sorry, okay na ulit. 'Di ba? What does that tell the other person? Na okay lang na ma-violate ka physically. Hindi naman pala siya hard line na pwede siyang i-cross. 'Di ba? Broken line siya. Pwede siyang i-cross. So, those are the important steps sa pagsiset ng boundaries. And bago tayo mag-set ng healthy boundaries, kailangan natin kahit papano to some degree ma-heal yung childhood wounds natin. Otherwise, you're going to fake it, 'di ba? Magsiset ka ng boundaries pero you don't actually believe pala in your own boundary. 'Di ba? So, yan, that's boundary in a nutshell. I'll talk more about this in the future. So, setting boundaries is about forcing you to look at yourself. See kung paano ka nagiging co-creator ng sitwasyon mo and change the way you respond. 'Di ba? Setting boundary is not about pagiging victim. It's about taking your power back kasi you have the ability to change yung situation mo through changing yourself, looking in the mirror, 'di ba? So, ayan na muna. I'll talk more about this in the future. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Sana may napulot kayo.